Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race, All-Stars 3, Episode 6! Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, first things first, yes, I'm wearing pants. It's cold outside. Excuse me, let's try that again. It's frickin' cold outside. YouTube wouldn't let us advertise one of our videos because I say too many times.
So let's say it some more.
Shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $20 off your first month of wine.
I'm still in shock.
This episode had me topsy-turvy roller coaster.
Topsy-turvy, like that Gilbert and Sullivan movie. Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah.
So we'll get there. We'll talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The episode starts off and the handmaids are on stage, right? And it's like, reveal yourselves. And it's like, Morgan McMichaels. Cool, we knew. Aja, cool, we knew.
Great, we guessed it.
Chi-Chi, cool, done.
Down the line.
And we're like, so what? It's just the three of them. And then it's like, no, they brought back all five.
It's like, oh, sorry, we're late. Mm.
That was stupid. I mean, it was for the drama of it. I get it. You know, like, it had us all guessing.
Me intrigued last week. I was like, what?
But I wish that it had actually been something different and intriguing rather than just like, how come Thorgy and Milk? I mean, whatever.
They're all like, I'm Morgan McMichaels of Ben de la Creme.
Oh,
or whatever.
right.
They do the whole Handmaid's Tale
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
I really thought this was going to go somewhere.
Mean something.
With all this buildup of Chat Alaska and then
Yep.
Handmaids and the oh, it's going to be so crazy. Oh, it wasn't that crazy. Oh, they're going to be a rival girl group. And
The Handmaids
just the same
had
as
nothing
last
to do
year.
with girl groups.
It really had nothing to do with nothing.
With all of the to-do that they had made out of it,
Right?
you would have thought that it would have meant something.
I really thought Chad and Alaska were going to have something to do.
Or
Why aren't they like judges?
Yeah.
Or something?
That would be lovely if Chad and Alaska were judges.
Right?
Why the hell not?
Anyway, I guess we'll move on. It just seemed like oh.
Yep.
For your revenge. Wait. Did I leave the iron on in my dressing room?
Oh, right.
And then...
The bad joke about, did I leave my iron on?
What iron? Her flat iron?
Like she's doing her own hair? That's nonsense. Ru didn't leave anything except for...
the room. Did I leave the gas on? No. I'm a fucking squirrel.
No, I'm a fucking squirrel.
We get back into the workroom and Trixie reveals she also would have picked Aja to go home.
Which...
I mean, not everyone feels about Shangela the way we do.
No. That's not even that's not it for me, I guess. For me, last week was... Because I've enjoyed Shangela's performance this season, except for last week. Yeah. It was such on a different level than everyone else on the stage.
Once again, I don't think Aja should have been at the bottom. So that's also...
that was the other thing for me, was that it was like... I mean, I guess...
That's our opinion.
Yes.
It's still weird, though. And
BB seems to certainly have... We'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Her opinions?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's fine. She's entitled to them, and she won the lip sync, so that's her...
prerogative.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of talk about track records.
Yeah.
And who has this track record and who has that track record, and oh boy, do I not care.
Nope.
Track records, and track record.
There was a lot of talk.
You know, the nice thing about that is that we're not going to have to listen to it much anymore.
Because Ben...
And Morgan's just going to be like, I don't give a fuck about your track record.
Like, I haven't been here to witness it. Bitches. Ru comes in and reveals that they're going to do a girl group challenge a la the Spice Girls. And that Baby Spice is going to be one of the guest judges, which is very exciting. Her name is Emma Benton. Benton?
Emma Button.
Are they listed as their Spice or as their names?
Emma.
Benton?
Emma Button.
They literally just list their first names.
Shut up.
Victoria, Emma, Mel C, Jerry, Mel B.
Whoa. Rough.
That is rude.
And yet, Richard E. Grant and Alan Cumming and George Wendt all get full names.
Of course.
Love it. Did they have... Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess they assumed you just knew, right?
Right? Yeah, you knew.
You'll be auditioning to be part of my new supergroup, the Kitty Girls.
But there's going to be a rival kitty girl group of all the returning queens, which was like, oh, yeah, I guessed it. I don't know. All of the gags that the show tried to set up, I was like, well, yeah. And then other things happened, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's that.
One of the top 5 all-stars will get the chop and be replaced by one of the eliminated queens.
One of the teams will win.
Yeah.
And then I guess if the returning queens had won, then the top 2 of that team would have lip synced.
Whoever won the lip sync would be in, and they'd pick someone to go home.
Yeah. Which is less of a choice, I guess.
Right, because they're just choosing themselves, and then...
Right.
I don't know, I feel like they maybe should have...
So I guess it turned out to be the same. They chose themselves, and then...
You know, you're right, that's weird. I was excited because at the beginning of the episode, Ru made it seem like, and you have to make your own outfits, and you have to write your own lyrics, and you have to do this whole thing, and then it was like, well, mainly you just have to write your own lyrics, and use an outfit you already had, apparently.
Or reconfigure. I really wish that Thorgy had made something of the orange fabric that she stole.
So I'm taking all this orange with me. La 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 la. Bye. Satan made me do it.
I did love that Trixie was talking about how she was like obsessed and in love with Baby Spice for like the better part of her life.
I spent a good part of my youth pretending to be Baby Spice and a lot of my adulthood, so I'm pretty happy.
I mean, I will say that I was obsessed with the Spice Girls. And
obsessed with the Spice Girls.
Me and my 2 girlfriends in 3rd grade, how did I not know, would sing and dance to all of the Spice Girl songs.
Who didn't?
Well, all of the other straight boys.
Sure.
And I would try, I'd be like, no, it's cool, I just like Spice Girls. It's like, come on, how did I not know?
No, it's cool, it's just the Spice Girls. Other stuff, no. Well, I mean, I also like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, but other than that, no, that's it.
I never liked the Backstreet Boys nearly as much as NSYNC.
They were the same to me. I know, blasphemy. I was like obsessed with Blink-182, which is also a choice. It's also a strong choice in the other direction. So anyway, who's your favorite Spice Girl?
You know, probably Baby Spice.
I think Jerry with Ginger Spice was my favorite.
I like Ginger. Scary Spice scared me.
So all the queens are returned, and then they just sort of
have an untucked.
They're like, well, here, we'll just let them loose in the wild of the workroom, and they can just fight, chat.
I heard you were really mad about my lipstick message that I left.
I wish that the girls had still been in drag like last season, because that makes it even more fabulous.
Yes.
And then the returning queens can also be in fabulous drag. Gives them another opportunity to be like, yes, this look.
Well, that was, they did the reveal looks.
Right,
remember that was
exactly.
And they all came back in their
it was
reveal
like instantaneous.
Look. Yeah. What was the challenge last week?
They made it.
Oh, the Studio 54.
So they could have been like, oh, you have this ready?
Yeah.
Still.
I never want to lip sync, so I'm like, hey guys.
So you just want to coast through?
Get ready.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I was like ready for the realness and the bitchiness of Morgan McMichaels. I was like, I have had too much of this. Let's all dance around and talk about our feelings. And oh, I feel like this. And oh, I don't know the track record.
So you were a hypocrite.
If you were judging the way that you said you were judging, I should have still stayed in the competition. And that's just flat out.
So you don't see how that's hypocritical? Because you said that everyone should do one thing and you were going to get rid of me if I wasn't going to do it, but then you didn't do it.
It was for the entire group. She did it for the group. She martyred herself.
Well.
That's become a theme.
So when you said I'm doing the best for the girls, you basically told me I wasn't part of that. And that's fine, because you don't know me.
No, I don't know you at all.
Sure don't.
But I did like, so later, I mean, we'll just talk about it. Later, Morgan and Ben have a conversation and they realize that they're very different and that they both come at things from different angles. And Morgan realizes, like, I'm very much okay with confrontation and this and that and the other. And Ben is so the opposite of that. So had I come with a softer hand and said, oh, well, how do you feel about, let's talk about this, like, you know, whatever, instead of like,
Well, I thought this was really nice.
Then Ben would have
Shangela
opened
really
up.
pushed Ben to go talk to her.
Yeah, well, because she didn't want that group to get fucked up.
Well, right.
But also, I think she was.
I think
nice
she's
and
just
like, let's all like clear the air and like
Yeah.
feel your feelings and like let's do
Yeah,
this.
you're not gonna, like, it's not gonna fix itself by you just sitting on the other end of the room.
Exactly.
Ignoring each other, which is very mature.
Yes.
I know her really well, and I don't think she comes from like a mean-spirited place.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe you should pull her aside.
So Thorgy comes in hot. Thorgy is just like, so I heard that you were mad about my mirror message, Shangela.
And it's like, no, she really wasn't.
She really wasn't that.
But then the note.
This fucking
Note game.
note. Oh my god. I mean, Trixie is just. I mean, I really do think it wasn't. It may be on an unconscious level she was being passive aggressive by hanging that note, but I really don't think it was like, oh, I hope Shangela finds this.
I really don't think so either. I think it just became one of those things. And like everyone else said, I think she should have had the consideration and the thought
Right.
to say that if she sees this, it could be hurtful.
Right.
So I'm just going to keep these in my drawer like most people do with the notes anyway, and like whatever.
Right.
Because I can't have this conversation again.
I can. I'd love to have this conversation about feelings about me behind my back.
What was interesting to me though was that Thorgy was angry at Trixie.
So then Thorgy was like, well, why the fuck did you do that? You know.
That was between us, and I'm like, but girl, you wrote it.
Yeah, then that's shady too.
Like, it's shadiest on you. Like, that's what was always crazy about the note to me.
She was like, got caught.
Yeah.
That's why she was mad.
Well, sure.
I hate that note.
So then Thorgy's basically just like, so why'd you send me home? Because I think you sent me home because you picked your friend over me because
Right.
of alliances. It seemed like Milk and Thorgy like compared notes.
You guys had some secret, like, shaking hand, like, oh, no matter what.
And you wanted to save your friend. Huh? And you wanted to save your friend.
I mean, I think Kennedy's was pretty clear that she did
But
not.
it was personal.
Yeah. I mean, Milk didn't do well.
Yeah.
But also.
It was very personal.
It was very personal.
It was just very much a like, and now I will air my dirty laundry. And
Oh,
now
yeah.
I like, let's do a round table of.
To be honest,
Who's next?
I
You know
feel
what I
like the ugliest for me was Aja and Bibi.
It was certainly the most, I guess, unexpected response.
Sure.
For me personally. Like, I was like, oh, this isn't cute. Where the other people, I was like, yeah, I'm expecting them to be like, "Meow,"
Right,
at each other.
right.
Like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm not pissed you sent me home. That's your choice. But I am a little confused and mad that you didn't at least speak up and say that I helped you make your outfit
Yeah.
on the runway.
And then Bibi goes into this whole defensive thing.
Really? Would he have changed anything?
I also feel like in the deliberation, like you're about to do right now and cut me off, I tried to talk to you and you kind of just spoke over me the whole time.
Okay, great. I'm happy that you were able to explain.
About, oh, I don't talk on the runway a lot, and I just say thank you when they give me a compliment. And I was like, can I chime in here?
Yeah.
Because Michelle asked, did you make this?
Yeah. Not, oh, we love this. It's so beautiful.
Did you make this? Yes, I did. I also had help from Aja. She helped me sew it. That could have shifted it, or were they already bottom two?
No, it could have shifted it. BB basically is like, well, I don't think it would have made a difference anyway. That's
Right.
Like, well, that's not really the point.
No, it's not. But also, it could have.
It could have made a difference, but also that's not the point.
Right.
That's the rude thing to do.
Yes.
She was very patronizing to Aja and the whole group. This was very much, I'm on my high horse.
Yes.
You guys are beneath me, peasants.
Yes.
And it was like,
Ooh. It was an ugly look for BB.
gross.
And they're up there thinking that you made that from head to
Aja,
toe.
what I'm simply saying is that a compliment was given to me about my garment. Thank you.
I don't know. I think it was her not wanting to show weakness.
Yes.
BB not wanting to not let this facade drop.
I didn't come here to argue with BB. I came here to continue my run on the show. But if BB ends up in the bottom, I will send her off.
I missed Aja.
I missed Aja. I mean, it was
She
literally only one
barely
episode.
gone, but I was like, I love her.
Me too.
She's so fun.
I know.
She keeps it light.
Yes.
And silly, and she does the drama I like.
I agree.
And then I was like, okay, who's left? Chi-Chi. Oh, she's not gonna say it's cool. Chi-Chi's like, I'm cool. I get it. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
love Chi-Chi.
I love Chi-Chi so much.
She's just...
She's keeping it real.
Yep,
So-
she's not competitive, and that's fine. I like her drag, I like her look, I like her personality.
Yeah.
If Chi-Chi DeVayne is on a poster, I'm going.
So then they break up into girl groups, and they each get which song they're gonna sing.
Yeah.
I think collectively we're a fun group, right? Yes.
You're right.
Hey, do you like fun?
You're gonna have fun, right?
I mean, fun's fine.
Ben seems
Real down in the dumps.
broken.
Yeah.
He's having a really hard time after this confrontation with Morgan. It's really affected him. He's like not focused. He's bummed out. And I'm just like, oh, Ben, no, pull it together. It's going to be okay. It was like, they were really editing this thing to make me worried about Trixie and Ben.
Yes.
I mean, it turns out things happened, but they were making it seem like they were going to suck.
Yes,
at
I
the
agree.
challenge.
Yeah. But they do that.
They do that.
So first is the returning queens sitting on a secret.
Well, we walk into the studio and Adam Lambert's there in this like snakeskin jacket and these high-heeled cowboy boots. He is feeling himself and living out loud, and I am here for every minute of it.
Absolutely.
First, we get to see Morgan as Bimbo Kitty.
Right.
Which I think should have been Slutty Kitty.
Sure.
I don't know, I like the sound of Slutty Kitty better than Bimbo Kitty.
Skanky Kitty?
No. Bimbo I more think of as like an airhead than a slut.
Mm-hmm.
But Morgan I more so think of a slut than a bimbo, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted her to be a Slutty Kitty.
Sure.
Boys love me especially because I got the same parts as Miss Tati.
Then we get to see Aja as Lil Banji Kitty.
Oh my god, yes. So she said, I'm gonna be Lil Banji Kitty. I was like, yes, girl. Where was this for your fucking can?
Right?
Let me show you how to level up your puss in the middle of a kitty cat fight.
I'm pretty sure that she was my favorite of all of them.
Like all across the board, all. Both teams.
Yeah, her and Trixie were my two favorites.
Mm.
And then I would say BB and Ben under them.
Yeah, and then Milk, shockingly enough.
Shockingly enough.
Milk was next. His affectation seemed weird in the studio, but then somehow on stage it felt the most Spice Girlsy, if that makes sense. Like
sure.
the tone and the sort of the something about it. I was like, oh yeah.
You say you're super smart, you're not. If you say your drag is art, it's not.
And then we get to the remaining queens.
Oh right, well so then they're just like, oh well.
Chi-Chi and
Thorgy.
And Thorgy, oh well. First we get BB as Jungle Kitty.
Oh my god. This is
was
silly.
so silly.
Yeah, I'm pussy, bitch.
And then she started speaking in French.
Yes.
And like it was just a lot of energy.
It was a lot of
really
energy.
Fun and
and
funny.
like cuckoo. It was bizarre.
It was crazy,
but funny.
in the best way.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, you're being crazy. It was like, you're being crazy.
Yeah. She exudes kind of just like charisma.
Yeah.
In this. And that was what made it work. Because when you look at the lyrics and whatever else, it was nonsense. But she presented it with flair.
Exactly.
Lots and lots of flair.
20 pieces. So then we get Trixie as nymphomaniac mathlete Kitty.
Sure.
Which ended up just being IQ Kitty. Should have just been like nerdy Kitty or something.
Sure, right? Valedictorian Kitty.
Valedictorian Kitty. Oh, I like that.
She's like a little cap and gown. That's stupid. But like a slutty cap and gown?
It's
Some
just
sort of...
the around your neck thing. Like Freddie
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
she's all that.
Maybe. But like I would want the gown to be fabulous and like lined like in Troop Beverly Hills when she like has them redo the...
Yeah. This starts, I thought her lyrics were really witty and funny and they were the most intelligent or the most sort of creative, like lyric-wise.
Yes.
You know, where you're like, oh, you know a lot about this subject and you made it all work for you.
Serving body to the fifth power to the cosine.
But we get this real weird toot/joke confrontation weirdness between her and Adam and the two random guys who are hitting record and pause. Yeah.
Wow.
Let's get another chorus where you're singing drag in the upper.
I can't hit that note.
I believe that you could.
That's really sweet and misguided. Let's do it.
It was just a weird, I could tell she was
joking,
but then also...
Well, it was this defensive joking.
Like she was being dismissive of their ideas.
Sure.
It was really weird.
It was weird.
I didn't know where this was coming from.
I think it was an insecurity, defensive, jokey thing.
Drag up your life.
It's drag up your life.
Yeah,
right,
it's the ending. It's the ending note.
Yeah.
Drag up your life.
I'm gonna pick the lower on that ending one. Is that okay?
Let's do the high one.
If you start and it's like, okay, this is my sense of humor and whatever, and no one in the room is reacting the way that you, like, if they're not like, oh my god, you're so silly, but like, also you should try this, then you should be like, okay,
I'm gonna
read the room.
Read the room and be like, regroup. Okay, great. Now, what notes do you have? Let's try them.
So then we get Ben de la Creme.
And his goth kitty.
Yeah.
Kitties make me laugh. Kitty.
Smear your lipstick on in the shape of a smile. If you hate it, fake it, make it into something less vile.
But Adam was like, oh, it's too low energy. Oh, like he was.
Well, this was.
They showed a lot more of it, but it seemed like he just kept having little notes. And even though she was working through it, I don't know. It just seemed like it didn't change much.
This, to me, felt like Adam just didn't get it. It was like, I can't imagine what this is going to sound like when you are dressed all goth-y.
And, like, performing.
Exactly. And I was like, it seems pretty obvious.
It's better, but it's too boring.
Back in the workroom, Dayla and Morgan, like, have their little kumbaya moment, and they get together. And then...
Well, I mean, I feel like this was really important for what happens later.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Truth and peace and all that kind of shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. I
You're,
really
honey,
respect your
you
work.
fuck with me, you're stuck with me. I'm not going fucking anywhere. I'm like Velcro.
And it did seem like they didn't know each other and that they were very different people, but they could both appreciate that they're talented and they're unique individuals. And so they sort of find common ground in that. I feel like it informed things that happened later.
Yeah.
But then Milk decides she's
God.
also gonna resolve things with Kennedy and basically is like, well, why didn't you guys tell me I was being an egotistical asshole? Like, she's like, I had no idea. I hope my other friends are not telling me this.
Right? And it was so funny because we both go, if you see something, say something.
I feel like Alexis Michelle when she's just like, guys, why did you let me walk out on the runway in this blue dress and this hideous fur?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, if she really was that clueless, I'm glad she got the wake-up call.
Yeah.
Dang.
So quick commercial break, and then we will be back with the performances.
Yes.
And there aren't really runway looks, but whatever. And then lip sync and some craziness. So there's a lot to talk about, and maybe another commercial break. We'll see. You'll never know until you keep watching. Ru walks down the runway.
This was not very flattering.
No, the peplum of tulle, a tulle peplum, of multicolored tulle peplum.
This was, for some reason, it made me think of like a My Little Pony's mane. Just like the colors. And let's brush it. Ooh. Wasn't there a My Little Pony where if you got the brush wet, it would change colors?
I think you're right, yes.
I feel like that was a thing that I just remembered from the recesses of my childhood. She's introducing everybody and she gets to Carson and he's like, oh, Ru, do you like my me-ouch fit?
My me-ouch fit?
My me-ouch fit? And we're like, what?
German or something?
I don't get it. It was so obviously just my meow fit.
Right. My me outfit.
Yeah, meow fit. Yeah, exactly.
But he so clearly said me ouch fit.
He definitely said meow fit.
My me-ouch fit?
I don't know what a meow fit is. Where's the ch come in? Because you don't say meowch. And it's not an ouch fit. That's not a thing. Neither of those, none of it.
They didn't give him a second take.
Right?
Like, oh, you guys, I said meowch fit on that. It's fine. We're moving on. We've got a long day ahead of us. We get our first kitty girl performance, sitting on a secret.
Oh, I will just say, I did really like Adam Lambert's outfit as well.
Oh, yeah. It was very Barbie and the Rockers.
So, the first group to perform.
First up is Chi-Chi DeVayne as Cajun Kitty.
Yeah.
Which I liked, but then she didn't really play up the Cajun thing at all.
Not really at all.
She
Her
had the
outfit
best-
wasn't really Cajun.
No.
She looked like Tiffany Haddish again. I was like, yes, bitch. Which, like...
Her face and hair looked great.
Yeah.
The wig was a little normal for such, like, a kind of crazy outfit, which it wasn't even that crazy, but, like, I feel like a crazier wig maybe would have...
more exciting.
Put it all together somehow.
Yeah.
She, I thought, actually had the best singing voice.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she had a really nice actual, just like the voice of it all, but it was like kind of forgettable and boring.
Yeah, I don't really remember what she said, except, well, she made a lot of, like, dick hanging to the floor jokes,
Did she?
which I laughed at.
I don't
Particularly,
remember.
I think, perhaps just because this was the first introduction to the concept of the song.
And then next was Morgan
Yeah.
as Bimbo Kitty.
Uh-huh. The lyrics were funny.
I feel like she could have embodied more of a bimbo.
I found in each group
Yeah.
that there were a couple performances that really rose to the top and were, like, memorable. Then there were mostly just the rest of them that were kind of
like fine.
Fine, but forgettable.
Good.
Like, I
that's good.
couldn't really tell you what Morgan said
No.
aside from the same parts joke.
Her look was, I mean, it wasn't like my favorite, but it was giving me some like Shania Twain, like with the pants and the crop top and just like, I don't know, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm here for this.
I thought
Matching cowboy hat? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Ooh.
What does that have to do with being a bimbo? I don't know.
No idea.
She could have, played up that Marilyn Monroe-ness of it all
Sure.
a little bit more. Just
But
had
that
a little
doesn't
more.
hit me as very Morgan.
I know, that's why I thought
It was a
Bimbo was a weird
strange
character.
choice
She should
for
have
her.
been slutty.
Or punky,
Or like, opinionated kitty?
ViciousKitty. That would be a good one.
Ooh, vicious
ViciousKitty.
kitty. I like that.
That would have been perfect for Morgan.
She would have been the real bitch of the group.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. That would have been good.
Mm-hmm. So next is Jimmy Aja. This I loved.
She was stealing every moment. She was just a real hoe.
Yeah, Lil Banji Kitty.
She was such a stripper hoe. And her lyrics were so dirty. And then she was just like, lick up my secret.
Just lick my secret.
I was annoyed that they didn't give us any judges' critiques for them.
I thought that was annoying too.
Because I would have really loved to have heard what they had to say. I thought that could have been a nice moment of closure.
Well, I thought this was like decidedly the best of the group and I really liked it.
Absolutely.
She was giving me some like Lisa Left Eye Lopez, like with these little ponytails and just this attitude. I was like, yeah, I like all of this.
I was living for it.
It was good.
She really captivated. Like, talk about charisma. It was like,
loved it.
I'm watching.
Just lick my secret.
Thorgy's Cardio Kitty.
I was confused.
I'm still confused about this.
I take it back. When I said that the groups had like, top and then forgettable, there was also Thorgy's, which was just confusing.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle or something. What? I got lost.
Wait.
Where am I? What's happening? I was like, so she's Cardio Kitty, which why?
Yep.
But okay. I mean, some of them didn't do directly like their personality. But cardio isn't a personality.
No, it's like a. I mean,
It's not a
sure, whatever.
personality. I mean, I
whatever.
guess Peppy Kitty is.
I mean, Sporty Kitty.
Endorphins Kitty. I don't know. Anyway, she was Cardio Kitty.
Take that secret, put it on the floor. Disappear in 1, 2, 3.
I couldn't figure out what she was talking about.
Oh, no.
Like, I was like, what? We watched it a couple times and she's like, and I'm gonna take this question mark secret out of my tits and then, it's a magic trick and it's gonna disappear. And I was like, okay, so you're making your dick disappear, but what's...
But why is it in your chest?
Also,
because
she's Cardio Kitty, so why is she doing magic? There's a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
Well, and then it didn't make sense to me, too, because she's pulling it out of her boob like they do the lipsticks. And then it was just a question mark piece of paper that she... I don't know. So then last was Milk. This was by far her best performance.
This was by far her best performance. I thought she did really great. She's got these like clear overalls that I was like living for, and this velvet crop top, and she looks like a deranged
crazy.
bunny.
Right? Yeah.
But then she had all these octopus clips. Like she really got
this
90s.
worked for me. This
I
was
liked it. It was
Milk.
It was bizarre, but I was
But
like,
that
yeah,
was-
that's what I wanted.
Exactly. That was the Milk that I was expecting and hoping for the entire season.
These platform sneakers, like this
That
was
said
really,
Kitty.
Like
she
I
painted
really
on
liked it.
Yep, this was redemption for me for Milk.
Totally.
I think maybe she just needed to be kicked off her high horse and told that she was, acting like a douchebag. I don't know, but this worked. This was what I was hoping for.
So then the next group of kitty girls come out to sing "Drag Up Your Life."
Yes, drag up your life. Every boy and every girl, drag up your life.
People of the world.
Drag up your life. Ah.
Oh, that was the best.
Yes. Shake it to the left if you're having a good time. Shake it to the right if you know that you feel fine. Shake it to the front.
Oh, so good.
So good.
I'm gonna go listen to some Spice Girls. It's been a while. Yeah. It's been a minute, and I overplayed those songs for sure. So I'm here for it. I'm excited. First is Trixie Mattel.
Yes.
IQ Kitty.
And I was a little concerned based off of the,
Oh, I mean, they wanted us.
They wanted us to be concerned, but I thought she nailed it. Like I said, her and Aja were my favorites. Now, see that if they judged individually, that would have been fascinating to see Trixie and Aja lip sync.
Ooh, would have been good. Yeah. I would have been so here for it.
We can solve for accent.
I mean, her look was very like Baby Spice, schoolgirl. It had a bit of like a troll doll vibe going on. This fucking hair.
I liked the hair. Michelle didn't like the hair?
Well, she said it wasn't nerdy.
Precisely.
I don't know. What are you going to do for nerdy hair for a drag queen?
For a drag queen.
That's the big thing for me.
A bowl cut, like a Dora the Explorer situation? I don't know.
Sure, but then that's gimmicky. Like, I liked this.
I really liked it.
It read nerd. I got it.
Super duper.
It had pie. It was perfect.
Because, like, why would a actual nerdy looking girl be in a girl group?
No.
She would be like, I'm nerdy, but I'm, like, super hot. It's fine. That's the point.
Yep. I'm the nerdy one. I like math. How many places do you know pi to? You can't get my pi unless you know pi to 12 digits. Gross. So then next was Kennedy Davenport, who was one of the more forgettable ones of this group. She was good.
She was Diva Kitty.
She was Diva Kitty.
Which I felt like set a high bar for herself.
Yep.
Which, whatever. But I thought she came in hot.
Yes, to drag. Yes, ma'am, to drag.
She came in with a kick and a scream, and it was like, oh, like I went, oh, I'm paying attention.
But that doesn't scream diva to me either.
No, but like I was like, oh, whatever, got my attention. And then it had a lot of energy, but I couldn't really understand what she was saying.
If you want to play.
And then also the look wasn't great.
Fine.
It was like a silver bodysuit with thigh-high boots. I've just seen it from her before.
Yep.
And then the wig was like flat. So it's kind of a bummer.
Diva Kitty is a bad choice for a girl group.
Right, because then you're like supposed to be better
Then
than
you have to
everybody.
be Beyonce.
Right. And it's like, well. Next was Ben de la Creme as Goth Kitty.
Yeah.
She was really selling the face. In all the background shots, you were like, I'm drawn to her.
Yes.
She looked like Wednesday Addams, the Bratz doll, and I was fully here for it. It was like a yes for me. She was hilarious and really funny, and the lyrics were great.
I thought,
she really embodied the character.
I agree.
I really liked it.
I really liked it too. So then Shangela
as Sparkle Kitty.
I thought she started off really strong.
Yeah.
Add some sparkle. It feels so sexy.
The dynamic between her and Ben, where we have
spread some sparkle. Like she was like the cheerful one. But then I don't really remember her lyrics. It didn't stand out to me.
No, it wasn't bad, but it just didn't stand out.
And I didn't love her look. It was like a two-piece sort of. It looked like it was like a 40s bathing suit. Like the silhouette.
And the shorts looked like gym shorts or like short shorts in the 80s or something. And I'm like, so who is this? Is this just like a flamboyant gay guy in like the Village who's wearing sparkle shorts? I'm confused.
Rollerblades? Like,
yes. Hey. I mean, yes to that, but like.
Roller Kitty.
Ooh. We've had enough rollerblades.
It's enough. Last was Bibi Zahara Benet as Jungle Kitty. She just had so much energy.
Oh my God.
It was like crazy bananas.
Yeah, I'm Pussy Beach. Ooh la 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 la. C'est bon, c'est bon.
But I was like, I mean, yes.
I was captivated.
It was very like Grace Jones for me. Just
yes.
Like this like over the top commanding of like in the French and just like.
It was utter nonsense. All of it was utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense, but she sold the shit out of it. In this like cheetah cat suit. I feel like I've seen this from her before.
Yeah, a little bit. The hair we've seen.
It was a little like samey.
Yes. The performance was really what made this more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, jungle cheetah, like we've seen that from her.
Yeah.
We've seen
Well, I wanted more of like a fashion cheetah. Like, remember that black and white, I think it was cheetah, or at least an animal print catsuit that she wore, and then she had the diamond head piece and a hat with the whip, and it was very 20s fashion salon, you know. It was like, oh, this is such a look and so much fashion, and this was just like missing those little special moments.
I agree. So another commercial break. What? You don't say. Stop. And we'll be back.
You don't say.
Ping pong? Could you imagine?
And I stepped on the ping pong ball. Oh, I just squashed it to bits.
So Ru is like, okay, I've made my decision. The remaining queens, the top 5, you win.
So I was like, what? There's no runway? Because I feel like that would have been a good opportunity for the returning queens to show more.
Yeah, I would have liked to have
Like, they
seen
didn't get
more.
a look on their walk in.
Right.
To, oh, we returned. And they
Right.
didn't get a runway look. I mean, they got one, but it was like within the confines of like, oh, I picked Cardio Kitty and now my look is this, you know.
Well,
so it was like a bummer. I would have liked to have seen another oh, that would have been so good. Less of this, oh, my stats of the track record. I don't care.
I don't care. Given what happens with Morgan, I feel like having seen her give like a stellar outfit would have really given more, you know, kind of credence, and we could have seen more of these queens that we haven't gotten to see.
I don't know. I feel like they should have been judged individually or something. Or at least, I mean, basically Aja should have been like in the top somehow.
This is what I would have preferred. When they first announced it, I thought it was going to be the bottom 2 of the winning team to lip sync for their lives. And then I wanted the top 2 of the losing team to lip sync to get back.
Legacy. Oh, that would have been so good.
You get 2 lip syncs.
Yes.
And then you're just like, and then Ru, I guess, decide whoever won whichever lip
But
sync.
she decided that both Tati and Alyssa got to stay.
Yeah.
Or come back.
Right.
So
that to me would have been
loved that.
Right. That would have been fabulous. Where it's just like, because then realistically it probably would have been Shangela and Kennedy
in the bottom,
which would have been a great lip sync.
Ooh, it would have been a good lip sync.
And like a toss up.
Well, and it would have been a lip sync for your fucking
Exactly.
life.
That would have been a nail biter. And then it's just like, yes, Shangela, you fucking earned that. It's like, oh my God,
like,
Kennedy, you pulled that out.
Would have been dramatic because they're such good friends.
Exactly.
You know, it could have been like Ru Judy level.
Yes.
Very exciting.
And then it
probably would have been like Aja and Milk lip sync.
Yeah, I think
to
so.
get back
Aja,
in. And then like
Aja would have slayed.
Aja would have slayed, and it would have been so good. I wish that had happened.
I do
that would
too.
have been good.
Yeah.
Bummer. But no, that's not what happened.
No.
Not at all. So
should we talk about the critiques of the one team that we got to hear critiques for?
Right. Well, so yeah, we get to hear everyone loves Trixie. Michelle didn't like her hair. Adam Lambert airs that you know she was hard to work with, which is absolutely true.
Sure.
So, you know, that's fair enough, but I think God, do you think that's why she wasn't in the top 2?
I think maybe if it was kind of between them that could have been
a deciding factor.
Yeah.
Adam Lambert also talked about how Ben was like a bummer, basically, and he was like,
oh, right.
The editing, they didn't let Trixie, or they didn't keep Trixie defending herself.
Right.
Or explaining, oh, I was joking.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to come off that way.
I mean, her face said,
right,
what?
A lot, yeah.
But they didn't show her responding, and then Ben gives a whole speech.
The eliminated girls came back, and there were a lot of emotions about who had left. I was having a terrible day yesterday.
Ben and Bibi are in the top. So then they go back to deliberate, and I didn't care.
Bringing me back would kind of be like beating a dead horse. Girl, the horse dead already. Like, I don't want to be the Roxy of All-Stars 3.
Don't even worry about it. You can take me off the list. I'm cool. It's just like...
I love it. I love it so much.
Because it's like, great, we're not talking about this anymore.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah. So Ben's whole like thing, oh my God, I can't send Trixie home. I can't send anyone home. I can't send anyone home. But then I wasn't sure who she was going to pick to bring back.
I had a...
You kept saying, is it going to be Morgan? Is she going to give Morgan a second chance?
Because she feels bad, and she feels like, you know, she cut her chances short, and she didn't give her enough credit, and she really made like a gut decision or whatever. You know, she made like a quick decision, and that's very much the nice thing to do, the congenial thing to do.
That Ben de la Creme
I had a little little tickle in my brain.
I feel like BB probably would have brought back Aja.
I really don't know.
As like a redemption, and also as like a, you know,
Right.
you were the last to leave, you performed the best, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, it makes sense to me, but I don't know.
I don't know. But I don't know who she would have sent home.
I mean, the logical choice, based on track record, and this performance this week, would be Kennedy.
Sure, but it doesn't seem like BB is interested in any of that.
Nope. I don't know. I don't know.
So I'm very intrigued to find out.
Interesting.
And I feel like that is going to be some drama. Like, that could be interesting.
And Morgan's just going to be on the side like, great. Just going to watch this play out.
Yep.
So they change into their lip sync looks. Yes. And Ben, once again, has this evil queen, sort of huntsman, you know, boudoir.
I loved it.
Situation. It looked like her look from the Jump lip sync.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was similar. It was sort of like the darkness had come out in her. Like, I was like, because I have been thinking this whole season, I don't see how Ben can't win. And yet, in my mind, I was going, but I feel like she doesn't somehow. I don't know why. I was just like, I just feel like it's not in this producerial narrative for her to win the whole thing. It just felt like that to me the whole time. And I was like, but I don't know how they could justify not letting her win. There was no other way for this to happen, really.
Here's what I really just don't understand. How they are going to now pick a winner with 2 episodes left.
It seems like a mess.
I literally don't understand. Because next week is an acting challenge.
Right.
And that's going to give us our final 4. With Morgan McMichaels included, who has
1 episode to prove herself.
So then
does that mean there's no reunion? Or it's all going to be in one?
I literally no idea. No clue whatsoever. Like, I'm so confused about how this is all going to wrap up so quickly.
This seems like very manipulated. This whole season.
Well, there's basically no other... The only 2 choices now, it seems to me, are Trixie and Shangela. Which now, to me, feels unearned.
Right.
I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it once we talk about that. Okay. So then BB's look was a little dowdy.
Well, it was kind of like giving me Whoopi Goldberg at the beginning of Sister Act in that girl group. And then she even had the purple smink stole from Sister Act. And I was like, well, this is just getting weird. So this was giving me like girl group, but like at a trashy Reno bar.
I love Sister Act.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
And Sister Act too.
Yeah. They come out and lip sync to Nobody's Supposed to Be Here by Deborah Cox, which was very exciting.
Yeah, well, this was really weird for me because it's been on... I listened to a radio station called Pride Radio. Mm-hmm. It's been on a lot for some reason. Maybe they knew. Maybe they inspired it. Who knows?
I mean, it's a pretty popular song. But
well, sure. But so it's been on, and every time it comes on, I'm just like living my life out loud. And I'm like, this would be a great lip sync song. And then... here it is 3 days later or whatever. I was like, I literally just was like lip syncing. It was last week on my way home from filming this.
Weird.
I was like, yes, this would be a great lip sync song. And now here it was.
I thought they both fucking killed this lip sync. And it was a tough call. And I think the deciding factor was that BB took her wig off for no reason.
I agree.
I mean, that seemed to be... They're both killing it with this lip sync. There's a lot of emotion. BB is doing all kinds of lip curls and wiggles, and I was like, And Ben really seems emotional, and for obvious reasons, and we'll figure it anyway. And they were both fucking killing it. And then for apparently no reason, BB took her wig off.
And now what's interesting to me is that I actually loved the look with the wig off.
It was much edgier and better.
I was like, yes, bitch, I liked it a lot. But I get it.
And it's weird.
We all know.
But if she had just come out...
Oh, sure, exactly. If she had just come out like that, I'd been like, yes.
Girl, I don't see no flowers. I don't see no glitter. I don't see no gag. You ain't no Sasha Velour, bitch. Keep your wig on.
Apparently she didn't get the memo about...
I mean, I don't understand how. Or did she do it on purpose?
No. It just felt like...
Did Ben de la Creme PayPal her $10,000 behind the scenes?
I mean, it was tough, but I think that was probably the deciding factor. You could see everybody's face.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Girl.
So Ben wins, and gets to pick who comes back first. I wasn't that shocked because I had some feeling that she picks Morgan to stay. And while I'm really bummed and sad that Aja doesn't get to come back because she's fabulous and she's so much fun and she's just like a breath of fresh air, I'm still like pretty excited that we get more Morgan McMichaels. She gets a second chance. Yeah. She gets to come back, prove herself, keep it real, be real bitchy. Like, I'm like, I hope she is able to really make a dent and prove that she deserved to come back. And I mean, I know it's in there for her, but like hopefully in the cards of the challenge and all the all of that stuff, it like works out for her because I just want good things for her and I'm excited.
I agree.
This is the easiest choice that I have had to make this entire season. I'm going home.
I mean, so she's like, this is the easiest decision I've ever made. And I was like,
Kennedy. Oh, no?
I thought maybe she was gonna do Shangela or something.
Well, I thought so too. I thought she was gonna get real shady up in here and just be like...
For like half a second, because no, she wouldn't. But I was just like, oh shit.
Could you imagine she was just like, this is the easiest decision.
You're my biggest competition.
Shangela's been the biggest competition and now she can't come back. Bye!
That would be so fucking crazy.
Right? If she just kept her around the whole time until they had the reveal. I mean, that would be some Game of Thrones shit.
That would be next level.
That would be like, oh, you thought you were playing games? Because guess what, honey? I just played all of the games around you. Bye-bye. That would have been such a freaking mic drop.
Yeah.
And instead we got this
was still a fucking mic drop. Well, it was a fucking mic. I mean, not in a badass way, but in a like, what the fuck kind of way.
What?
So Ben pulls out the lipstick and has written in
horribly whited out.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Sure.
Whiteout's, it's like
tough.
Meant for. I mean, she probably had to do a couple coats. Oh my God. Let it dry. Blow on it. She's sitting there like scratching it out with a Sharpie. And BB's just standing back there like, girl, what's going on?
I mean, she had to have known, right?
She had to have known. She knew some shenanigans was going on.
Is that why she took her wig off?
I mean, no. I don't think that was as, like, she could have given up more.
Well, but you can't give up too much.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you could do the one thing that Ru hates while still giving a great performance.
I feel like a winner. I love these girls. I think they all deserve a shot to win. And I'm incredibly grateful.
I understand why she did it.
Sure.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I understand why she did. She was emotionally exhausted from trying to be a person that she wasn't.
Right.
And constantly having to have the same conversation and drive herself crazy and perform at this next level. Well, and the second she let it slip even a little bit, the judges were like, oh, well, it's only 100%. We don't even care anymore. You suck. And it's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like, she was like, well, fuck you guys. Like, what the fuck are you talking
about?
Well,
and I mean, I do get that. I get that certainly where it's just like, look, I was in the top every single challenge.
I already won. Like for myself. I proved to myself that I am a winner.
And I don't want to have to do this anymore.
I don't want to have to do this anymore. I'm exhausted. I get it.
I get that.
I'm still bummed, but I get it,
Well, especially just that she didn't care enough.
Right,
she didn't want the title enough to really deal with it.
She said all these girls want it more. I've won for myself. I'm happy with that. I mean, talk about going out on your own fucking terms. Just like, I'm the winner of everything. I could have beat all of you, but it's not even worth it. I mean, I don't think that's what she was going for, but that's definitely like a...
I mean, she won. She was in the top 3 of every challenge. Of 6 challenges. She lip sync 5 out of 6.
It's insane.
It's just, I don't know. For me now, it feels like anyone else's victory is unearned.
Yeah.
Which sucks for them.
That does suck.
But I guess at the end of the day, they get the title and $100,000. So screw you. Thanks, Ben.
When Aja was just like, oh, Jesus, Ben, you're going to crucify yourself. Yes. In the name of drag for everyone else. It was just like, yeah. I mean, that was kind of the only way it could happen, now that I think about it. She was the only one who could stop herself from winning. So, I mean, it's her choice. She came out the way she wanted to.
Yep.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I'm still, like, sad.
A little bit.
I'm gagged. But, you know, what are you going to do?
I wish that she had just been like, I picked Morgan to give her a second chance.
Mm.
And I picked, well, no, this would have been
Aja?
crazy. And I picked Aja.
Because I'm taking myself out.
Exactly.
That would have been
But she already had to take herself out for Morgan.
Right.
So she would have been like, and I picked Kennedy. Also, I'm leaving an Aja. Here's your lipstick.
She's just full of lipsticks. So,
I'm 3
okay, wait, I gotta
lipsticks.
get the order right. Okay,
Yeah.
Morgan's coming back. Yeah, okay, yeah. Kennedy's going home. Great. Now,
Aja,
gonna say,
and
I'm gonna take
leave.
myself.
Yeah.
What? That would have been crazy.
4 lipsticks, whatever. That would actually have left me at a more peaceful place.
Oh, I would have been very excited about that. Yeah.
Just like shaking it up. Whoa. I just can't get over there's 2 weeks left. So next week is this acting challenge. And then the week after, I guess, is a finale of either a top 4 or Ru gets rid of Morgan and Kennedy.
Rude.
If Morgan's gonna go past this next week,
She has to
she
win.
has to win.
Basically, yeah. I'm excited.
Me too. Subscribe, share, Patreon, wink, buy our t-shirts,
Like
our video,
all of the above.
everything.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Yeah, joining us on this crazy topsy-turvy roller coaster journey of life that we call RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 3.
Just lick my secret.